Here's what happened this week in North Carolina politics. Welcome back to the office. Everything's on fire. This week was the official start of candidate filing for the 2026 election cycle. All the folks planning to run for a state legislature or statewide office have to register with the State Board of Elections. Filing runs through Friday, December 19th. Now, how this works is if more than one person is running for the Republican or Democratic or another party nomination in a given race, then they're going to have a party primary in March. And the winners of those primaries go on to the general election in November. And after candidate filing closes on the 19th, there's no getting on the ballot. Candidate filing is really where the rubber hits the road. This is where we find out who's going to have a primary, who's decided not to run again, and sometimes who's going to run unopposed. Now remember, there are 170 total seats between our state House and our state Senate in the legislature, and sometimes parties can't physically find people to run in all of those races. In 2024, Republicans failed to field candidates in 35 districts around the state, while the Democrats managed to field them in all but 3. Of course, we mapped it. The Republicans basically surrendered without a vote in most of Mecklenburg, Wake, and Durham counties because they literally just couldn't find anyone who wanted to run. Not a good look. Nevertheless, you got to remember that most of these districts are not politically competitive at all. 85% of the districts in our state legislature are drawn to be completely safe for one party or the other. That other 15% is still very important. It basically determines whether the governor has a veto power or not, but these are still very unfair maps that artificially suppress Democrats' numbers. Brad Briner, the new Republican state treasurer, says healthcare premiums for state workers are going up. Now, honestly, this is not completely Briner's fault. The former state treasurer, Republican Dale Folwell, badly mismanaged the state health plan for a long time. He basically let costs go up, but didn't raise premiums to compensate, so logically he left the state health plan in a deep hole. Now, ideally, the state legislature would fund the state employees' health plan, but they're refusing to do that because a lot of our lawmakers don't like state employees, they want fewer of them, so they're kind of leaving Briner between a rock and a hard place. Governor Josh Stein's team is pitching the Trump administration on a $1 billion plan to expand rural healthcare. Some of the things they're supporting are big investments in the rural healthcare workforce, new payment models that will help hospitals and clinics stay afloat, and non-medical interventions like healthy food and transportation. Those are good ideas. I like it. Stein is really reaching across the aisle here to try to work with the Trump administration on rural healthcare. It's a pretty good plan. Let's see what happens. The Carolina Forward team has a big project launching on Monday, so make sure to check that out. Stay safe out there, stay warm, and have a great weekend.